worst kept secret. The worst kept secret. The worst kept secret, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, 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 wow. Can you hear me? Am I?
Nah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You say you can't?
We can hear
Y'all can
you.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely hear you. The worst kept fucking secret. It was the worst secret. Like,
Oh man, I knew it. I knew it as soon like when it got to the 47 mark and they put up the trademark. I was like, this motherfucker about to come out. He's coming. He's coming out, and then there you have it. They
I had a feeling he was showing up at the end, at the exact end of the show, because I figured they was gonna do it how they did Bray Wyatt when he came back.
yeah.
So I was looking at that. I'm like, all right, they're gonna bring him out around that time. And, you know, it was just all the shit was there. Corey J putting that shit up in their story and taking it down. The remastered version of the damn song coming out the day before the show. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it was yeah. I it was kind of like hard to not see the signs and and everything that people been
Oh
talking
shit.
about and blah blah blah. It's just it's a lot of goofy ass
Yeah.
shit going on though, like
Well, you should have known
all
when
that
they
goof
had
ass
announced
shit.
the press conference. When they announced the press conference, you should have known that's when they were going to do it. Because why would you have a press conference and not have him, there? They would have
Well, I
just
mean, it's
said
a
fuck
big
it and just
four
put.
though. It's a big four. So they gonna do
It's
it.
a big four, but they knew what the fuck they were doing, man. Like Bundy said, it's the worst kept secret, and they know that this fucking press conference is going to be viral in the motherfucker. So
Hey, man,
yeah,
fuck all
this is
that.
going to be.
I need the Broken Skull sessions
Broken
now.
Skull Sessions is
Oh,
coming.
nigga, it's already been
Yes,
taped.
yes, that it is.
That's that,
He was at home.
that shit was taped Tuesday.
I can't wait for that one, dog. It's really, I'm like,
boy, boy, to be a fly on the wall in the homes of Eric Bischoff, Jim Cornette, and everybody else who called this shit, man. Cause boy,
World
it's
music.
whoo. Hey, one thing about it though, mid cars and catering, we called this shit like way ago, bro. Like as soon as they announced where Survivor Series was, and after his release, come on, man,
Yeah, and all the
come on.
shit kicking that they were doing throughout the year. I mean, since he
Mm-hmm.
left, since he got fired from AEW, whatever. Like I all the shit kicking they've been doing on all of that. Him coming out with the olive branches, trying to get the olive branches, talk to certain people. You know what I'm saying? Try
hey,
to meet
man,
Vince, all
you were
that
the one that
shit.
said he's up there delivering Uber Eats to motherfuckers and shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what he was doing,
Tamina
bro.
was sneaking his ass in.
That's what he was
Yeah,
doing. He was sneaking it. He delivering that Uber Eats.
sneaking and geeking, boy.
He was like, hey man, just tell me what type of cheese Miz want his cheese on his cheeseburger, man. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta holler at him, man. I gotta do something. I gotta do something right for him. So
Nah, Bundy, the funniest shit of all of this is when they announced the merger and they asked Nick Khan, like, yo, what about Punk? Nick looked at them like, motherfucker, you think I'm finna spoil this shit 2 months in advance? Like, you get the fuck out of my face. Like, come on,
All right,
man.
so
Yeah.
here's the burning question for everybody. What is everybody thoughts about Punk coming back?
I'm gonna let everybody else go before I go.
yeah, I'm gonna let y'all rock first. Everybody got
I
a
love
mic.
it. I love it. I love it. Hey,
King Murphy Media was good.
what's the hey? Twin Demons is home.
Demon, hey, the Viper and the Pepsi, same different animals, same
Same beast.
beasts.
Yeah, that's the name of the post game. Different animal, same beast. Listen, if it ain't NHL, if it ain't TNT, don't. If it ain't NBA, don't talk to me about nothing on TBS ever again. It's over.
Hey, man, I'm over here watching the press conference. Now they running this shit back too. Like,
Real chaos is here. More than anything, the most important part is we got real chaos because Randy Orton he ended off in even note. I thought he was going to wild out, but Punk came through a street clothes. You know what? I ain't mad at it because that means Royal Rumble. You gotta get those tickets ready.
Well, this
It's
is
the,
this is one funny thing to note as we were
yeah,
talking about all this.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Is
Gabby.
that
Yeah, Gabby the demon.
that stupid son of a bitch, that stupid motherfucker
Hey
really had the
man.
audacity to live broadcast
Oh my! Oh,
Collision
come on, man.
and Rampage on the same night as this.
He knew this.
I'm
Hey, look,
telling
he
Hey,
you,
knew this was
look,
happening too. He knew this
hey,
was
hey,
happening.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Not to mention, I don't know
Talk
about
to
your
him.
timelines, but my timeline, it wasn't a fucking thing being said about that shit. Nothing.
no. So look,
Zero.
Bundy, hold on. I'm not Bundy. AJ, my bad. AJ, let me tell you about my journalistic integrity. You want to know how I know he knew? So I just, out of fun during the middle of one of the matches, I said, "Yo, let me just check to see what's going on Collision, right? Just to see, right?" Fucking Malachi Black goes in the ring and he tells FTR, he said somebody, he said, and CM Punk ain't here to save you. So yeah, Khan knew that motherfucker was debuting tonight,
Yeah.
dog. He wouldn't have gave him the clearance to say that shit if he didn't know.
He wouldn't have put
So
both shows on this. He wouldn't have put
hey,
both shows at 8 p.m. going against
he
college football,
fucking
going against college
knew.
football in this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Hey
You
man.
going against Florida State in Survivor Series?
It's a boxing
Hey,
fight tonight. It's Benavidez versus
Man, come on,
hey,
bro.
man.
Fireball,
This
brother.
nigga. Hey,
yeah,
this
man.
Sean Rossett dropped a tweet. He said, "Here are the details we have as of now." CM Punk told at least one person close to him that he had an hour-long conversation with Triple H last week. WWE
The
staff,
ring.
reps, creative had no idea. He walked to the back in plain sight minutes before he appeared. They had cleared an area out. Triple H took over calling the show in the last couple of minutes and called the copyright logo. Everybody, even many in production didn't know. So he surprised everybody. Nobody fucking knew he was coming back. Nobody in back.
Cap.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Cap.
call Cap.
False
I'm gonna
Cap.
call Cap.
accusation. False
Hey,
accusations.
hey, kayfabe cap,
yeah,
but still cap.
yeah, but it was just, oh man, like,
That's the story Punk told him.
yeah,
In reality, that phone call happened the moment Tony Khan got on TV and said he was in fear of his life. So yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. We ain't forget.
I,
The North never forgets,
oh
man.
man,
So
so
hold on. We, if she can talk, man,
yeah.
I want to see how Gabby's doing tonight because
Yeah,
we all been talking. Hope Gabby's doing well tonight.
the queen.
G- Gabby's here.
Just had to make sure. Just had
Yeah,
to make
we
I'm
sure.
got the
here. I
we
really
finally
don't
got Gabby.
have an opinion. I need to see how it plays out. Like, obviously, it was a surprise, quote unquote. We kind of knew, but I don't know. I need to, what are they going to do with him? Like, what storyline are you going to interject him in? Like, I got to see how it plays out before I have a real opinion.
Oh, that
I
man is
think
about
with
to be jobbing. He's definitely
I would say, well,
he about to eat some
I think
cancer.
with I think with him being on the Raw main event instead of like a SmackDown, because clearly if they wanted him on SmackDown, they would have put together some kind of match. So I think he'll be injected, and he'll probably have a world title match at Royal Rumble. I would think. I mean, I can't see them putting him in the Rumble compared to the shape he's in right now. So we'll see. But I'm glad they didn't waste a Roman Reigns night on this. I'm glad Roman said, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna stay home for this one. I ain't needed. And yeah, here we are. And it's crazy because during the night, I don't know if y'all noticed, but they kept on making references to Punk throughout the night. They kept bringing up the Shield. They kept bringing up Chicago, just different things. So, like Bundy said, it was the worst kept secret. But to your point, Gabby, I don't know. Maybe he ends up in a world title chase leading into Rumble. So we'll see.
And
Let's see real quick. We have merchandise on WWE Shop. CM Punk.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He talked to him like, "You get the fuck out of here, Sean.
Yeah, Sean can get the
yeah,
fuck.
Sean, get the fuck out of here, man."
I'm not gonna lie. Like I watched this thing like 8 times just now. Like from the moment Randy Orton came out, I haven't heard WWE that loud for that long since Stone Cold came back. Before Stone Cold came back, I can't even think of a time when it was loud for 20 minutes straight.
Well, that's the last biggest pop that you had that, was like, well, what if he ever came back? Because everybody else has been in WWE or they've debuted, and no one from AEW, unless it was like literally prime Kenny Omega, and even prime Kenny Omega would never got a pop like that. Because again, this was we will never see this happen again. And like I told y'all back then, like, when he started speaking good about WWE in like May before he came back to AEW, when he was doing like Sports Illustrated interviews and shit, and then in September, yeah, bro, yeah, nah, you ain't gonna get a pop like this again. So
Hey, but shout out to first of all Triple H, man. This was Now this is how you just read. This is how you just pull out mad multiple tricks out the hat. This is exactly how you do it. Fantastic. I am sports entertainment.
I want to go back real quick to like what Gabby was saying, like like what could be next for Punk. You know what I'm saying? Like what could you insert him into? In terms of like where to go. Um, first is what brand. You know what I'm saying? That's the first kind of question you want to ask here is like where is he going to in terms of Raw or SmackDown? Like where is he going to go, or is he going to be inserted into a free agent status a la Brock Lesnar? You know what I'm saying?
I would
Uh,
definitely make him a free agent. Like have him jump on
yeah,
both shows for real. I mean, he's that attraction. You can put him on both shows. You can plug and play him here and there. Like you have him interact with Austin Theory. Him and Grayson Waller's gonna be fucking hilarious. You can really just plug and play and put him anywhere at this point. You know.
First of all, him and Roman in the same ring. Woo, woo. And not even in wrestling, but just them just look at each other with microphones in their hands. Woo, ether.
yeah. I mean, even like a Cody. You know what I'm saying? Even if you put him in
yeah,
the ring
because
again,
they never had a match in that other company.
they
So
never had
yeah,
a match in the projects, and the other the other
you mean that startup
uh,
company? Yeah.
yeah, projects.
No. We gotta say how Triple H said it. Pissant company. We gotta say it like that.
Yeah.
You mean
But
Also,
honestly, I wouldn't put him to a brand until after Rumble. I'll put him in the Rumble like to where he can scramble around for 15 minutes with 10 people in the ring so you can hide him because he still gotta be ready.
well, the thing is, one thing that I kind of noticed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know Larry pointed something out. I mean, he seems to be in pretty good shape. Honestly, he looks better than he did when he was in AEW. If you ask me, like he came out there pretty jacked. Another person to talk about that looks like Dave Batista right now, and that's Randy Orton. That
Yo,
that
But
motherfucker looks
bruh,
Yo,
jacked.
hey, in the words of Winston, man, Mexican roids, cause bruh,
Like,
Randy was
hey,
in that
that
bitch
Mexican
jacked.
supplement.
USADA is screaming at their phone right now.
Hey, TKO is like, listen, we gotta hide him for another 40 days until next year because if he pissed in that cup, he's gonna melt it.
Yeah, that
Hey,
cup is
bro,
gonna be
listen,
I
listen.
inflamed.
want I want what he's taking
Nah,
because
I got three
because
Randy
three
summer
or
words
is
for
coming
you.
soon.
3 words. Salute to everybody in the room. Demon home pussy.
hey,
Tony, hey
man.
Tony Khan, hey you,
Hey, 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 let's get it.
hey Haram Herb Abrams and Halal UWF, count your days. It's over.
Man,
It's over,
hey,
bruh. I
man.
don't even like Phil like that. I'm not even the biggest Phil fan, but that was crazy.
Hey, man. I told
Hey,
y'all.
he
Hey,
kissed the
I
ring.
told y'all.
Pause.
I
Listen,
told
Paul
y'all.
Levesque,
Listen.
Booker of the century right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Incredible.
they pulled that off. I'm kind of still like still just coming off of the laughter off this because it's kind of like wow, I really can't believe that really just fucking happened like that.
Bro,
But
the signs are all there. They have been there for
yeah,
months.
Yeah,
So
they have.
yeah,
They have.
but
So Pepsi Man, part two will be coming to Mid Carter's stream.
Pepsi Man.
But I do want to like jump back. I want to circle back again before we get back to this point. I want to get started to look at this match card real quick. I really want to put some spotlight on the ladies tonight, man. Like that ladies War Games match.
Mhm,
Holy shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
mhm.
man.
fire match.
It's-
First of all, I know you're about to go into the ladies who wrestled tonight, but there's one lady who we should all thank. That's Tamina Snuka, because she brought him to the arena 2 months ago.
And
yeah,
this
shout
yeah.
out,
guy, man.
Shout out to
shout out
Tamina.
to
Shout out to
Queens
Tamina.
Loving DoorDash.
Yeah, nah, this was, but nah, the
But that
women's
women's
war
match was
game
fire.
match. Listen, listen, Bailey, she deserves a raise. She deserves a vacation. Like they be putting Bailey through the ringer in that motherfucker, man. Like I don't know how she able to do it, but salute to Bailey for real.
Definitely, definitely. Nah, man. It was that's how you start off a pay per view like that too. Just started off hot, and they really showed the fuck out for that match. Yo, Scott. Every time she does that spot with the trash can, it scares the shit out of me, dog. It really scares the shit out of me. Like, please don't do it. But she did it. I'd say my MVP outside of Bailey, I'm gonna say it was Kyrie Sane, man, because she was fucking Shotzi up, man.
Nah, man, that's hey. Look, I never thought I would get so excited for a spinning back trash can fist, but here we are. 'Cause every time she did it, she connected on the button. I'm like, baby girl, we're not in New Japan no more. We're not in
Nah,
we're not in Stardom no more. It's PG. Like you can't be
yo,
going to the face.
she almost had Shotzi cut her hair off again, bro. She gave her CTE. I said, ooh,
I don't know what shots he did to her back in 2018, but she did not forget. Cause boy, but nah, women's war game match was honestly, if someone said that was their match of the night, like I think there's three candidates for match of the night, and this is one of them. And they went crazy. Shout out to Bianca Belair for coming in, twin glocked up with the two braids. That was amazing. Um, this is a lot, man. Like you really can't say that this was not a phenomenal. Probably this might be the best opening match of the year. Now that I think about it, it really might be. But we'll visit that another time. But shout
Yeah.
out to all the women.
shout out to them for
Um,
putting Bailey in the pack, man. Bailey, that was incredible. They put Bailey in the
Oh, that
dirt.
that that's the first Bailey pack we getting this week.
Oh
Because
yeah,
it's
there's gonna be
definitely
another
gonna be
one.
another one coming on SmackDown this Friday night live
Absolutely.
on
I don't know how you say.
Fox Television.
I don't know how you say
Oh
packet Japanese, but yeah, that's happening.
I do
man.
want to shout out one spot was the alley oop on Shanti with all the chairs stacked on her. Listen, that shit was crazy. The alley oop elbow drop from Kyrie
Mm-hmm.
and EO. Yo, Kabuki Warriors. Kabuki Warriors was in the building. I will announce that they were in the building. That was tough. Um, again, Bailey. Look, we have to give Bailey her flowers for really, really, taking doing the job and like getting this stuff over and taking care of these girls the way she's done. If this is like coming towards the end of the role for her involvement in damage control and everything of that matter. But yeah, she, bravo to Bailey for sure. Um, I don't know if this is return to hugging for Bailey soon, but you know, let's hope for a real good 2024 for her paying her dues this past year.
Yeah, because Bailey hasn't been a world champ in what 4 years since before the pandemic days, right?
So during the
The
Thunderdome,
pan
uh,
Thunderdome era, yeah, because her
her and Sasha was
held it down. Yeah,
double champs. Yeah.
so she ain't been a champion in that long. So yeah, just props to her for again because she could have whined, she could have complained, she could have done a lot of things that a lot of talent have done over the years when they felt like they're not getting recognized. But she continues to go out there week in, week out, live events everywhere. She's doing the damn thing. So again, nothing but respect for my favorite horsewoman, Bailey. Like salute.
Shout out to Ryan Satin for being completely wrong and putting out one of the dumbest tweets today ever I've ever. I'm guessing the unemployment checks must have stopped coming in from Fox. Also, also shout out to all the dirts that's trying to find a way to take credit for this as if they were plugged in and they were not. So shout out to them too. Uh,
About which situation in particular?
about
Sorry.
about Philip making his
Ah,
way back
man, listen, man.
because
Well,
there's a lot of bullshit on the timelines right now.
oh yeah.
Bullshit.
I got you, but man, yeah, nah, man. We'll get to them fuck ass dweebs later, man. Shout out to the women for putting on a banger of a match, man. Like that was
Definitely.
incredible.
Yeah, that was great. Like I loved. Oh, not to mention the what's her name moment, the Macho Man Hogan moment we had with Charlotte and with Charlotte and
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. Yeah, shout out to that as well too. I'm glad there was no. I'm glad it wasn't just overbooked. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just it happened.
Yeah,
Everything was done well. It wasn't no turns at the end of the match. They just all celebrated together. So that's the end of that part of the story for all of them. So they can all go their separate ways now.
right. And it's gonna be real interesting to see where they go moving forward
Yeah,
because EO is gonna have to have some championship defenses coming up soon. So
yeah,
we'll see who they place her with. But again, I can't say enough about that match, dog. It was incredible. And also shout out to everybody in here in the spaces right now. Earl, I
yeah.
see you.
Earl,
Tim, I see you.
Big
DMV
man,
was good.
DMV.
Leo, my guy Daryl. Salute to y'all, man.
Yeah, salute to y'all for sure. The next thing I kind of want to talk about, it's a really damn good match and a good showing and a good turn for this young man that's going on now, Santos Escobar, and Dragon Lee.
Hey, man. Y'all can't see my face, but the tears in my eyes when Santos came out back on his El Legado del Fantasma drip. We got Dragon Lee chance tonight. That was, and I'm gonna give him a shout out. I think his name is Sucker Free T on the timeline. He said that's really AAA versus CMLL, and he's right because you really couldn't see that promotion in Mexico due to the ongoing feud between those two promotions. And we got that in WWE in Chicago on a fantastic level. They did the damn thing, man.
They did. They really did. They really balled out again. Like Dragon Lee does so many different. He does so many things well, and so does Santos at the same time. Um, it was just like it was the spots that I wanted to see from both of them. I saw tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Dragon Lee's double stump, like trio woe thing that he. Oh my god, it's so beautifully done, man. Like I love it every single time he does that. Santos has just really found his way back, found his stride again, and being a heel. So we really gonna see a whole lot. You know, he beat him. You know, he beat him clean. You know what I'm saying? He won that. So he got that put on his jacket. Dragon Lee, you know, he got to pay his dues for a little bit. So
Yeah,
trust and believe Dragon Lee is going to be a top talent in this company, you know, for years to come. Uh,
absolutely.
but right now, Santos got to be that. He got to be that monster right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he paid his dues playing little, you know, bubblegum baby face, you know, with LWO, but it was time, man. It was time for Santos, and it's time for Santos to become a household name himself. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know
And
where we go from here since you know Drake beats Dragon League. I mean, I think Ray was supposed to be off for about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. I think.
yeah, I think they said Ray's supposed to be back around the Royal Rumble. So I would imagine you would just have Santos like one by one beat the members of LWO or something of that nature until Ray comes back, and you probably get a big program match between him and Ray at the Rumble. Which how long that will last, I don't know, but I think that's what you build towards.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, something along those lines. I think it kind of falls right in line because you know Royal Rumble's the end of January. We're like almost December's like what, a week away. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of already like lines up with his recovery table and everything in that matter. So
Plus, I heard he's supposed to be getting more. He's basically going to reform a new Legado del Fantasma. And if you've been paying attention to NXT the last couple months and you knew that Santos' turn was coming, you know it's probably going to be Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. I don't know if he's going to call Elektra Lopez up because she was supposed to be there originally. But again, we got from now till January to figure that out. But yeah, it's going to be interesting with Santos the next couple weeks.
Yeah, and I think the electric thing kind of makes sense because you gotta give I'm sorry oh my gosh her Zelina you gotta give
Zelina Vega.
yeah you
Yeah.
gotta give Zelina she can't fight Santos clearly but you know what I'm saying so you gotta give Zelina something in that mix too other than putting on her Academy Award winning performances that she's been doing as of late. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to her for sure. But
So
yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get from Santos going forward and all of this. Um, so yeah, that was that. I think another match to also talk about was Miz and Gunther. Larry, you actually had Gunther winning. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
no,
sorry, you
yeah,
had
he had
Miz
Miz
winning.
winning. He had Miz winning.
nah, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Look,
Bring your ass to the stage, nigga.
I'm a man. Hold up, nah, on some real shit. I say, yo, it'd be funny as hell if they have Miz go over tonight. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just say Miz is gonna win for the sake of comedy. But I'm not gonna lie. After that buckle bump, and then he did the kick to the knee and the low blow, I was like, yo, we might be here, but nah, man. I genuinely at this point do not know how Gunther is gonna lose that damn title, dog, unless it's like a multi-man match where he doesn't get pinned or something. Because at this point, this motherfucker is the Terminator, dog.
Hey
Like,
man, look, dog. Here's my thing about Gunther. He can beat you with any fucking move, dog.
Hey,
Like,
listen.
he the GOAT, bro. Listen. Y'all know I'm Imperium Hive, bro. I'm just saying, like, I was just expecting them to finally find a way to take it off of him. And it's like, well, if not at Survivor Series, maybe at the Rumble. I don't know, bro. Like, he might hold this shit till we all 50 at this point, bro. Because I mean, shit.
Well, I'll say this: if you want to do Gunther, like I think this is the season to do Gunther Brock. If you do have him drop this title, if you have him drop it in, it's maybe a multi-man type situation. I don't know because I got a good feeling that Brock is coming back at the Rumble. I re- There's no way a Royal Rumble is gonna happen and we don't hear that damn guitar riff at some
Oh
point
yeah.
doing that shit. I just don't see it, but. Um, and if that could pivot into a Gunther Brock program, I don't know. Maybe he loses it in Australia at Elimination Chamber. Because again, I don't know. I don't know what the chamber, what the direction, what the pathway for the chamber is going to be because of Cody. Like I don't know how Cody's because we about to get into the Cody verse of like the WrestleMania chase song. So um, yeah, I don't really know who's going to get this belt off of Gunther. I think before I kind of threw out a guess that maybe it would be Ricochet at some point down the line if you wanted to like reward him with something or something something to that matter. But if if Gunther doesn't lose by WrestleMania, then I really don't know what I don't know I don't know like I don't know. But however, that man is the final boss. It definitely won't be L.A. Morning. It will not be that guy. They're not even the same brand, so that's not gonna happen.
I I got a question for you, AJ, and for everybody else.
Yeah.
Let's say you take it off of Gunther in a multi-man match where he doesn't take a pin. Would you let Brock Lesnar be his first pinfall loss to kind of like cement that it takes this type of person in order to beat him? Would you do that, or would you pivot a different direction?
I would say you do the Lesnar Goldberg Mania 20, and Lesnar jumps in out of nowhere and make Gunther lose to Jey Uso or some shit, and Gunther be like, you know what? Fuck that title. I'm about to beat your ass. Fuck it. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Gunther's gonna have to come up off that belt because that match was cool, but that was the most cool match of the whole night, and the whole night was fire. But that was just cool to
I,
me. Maybe I am tripping. I'm just looking at the larger picture. At some point,
okay.
gotta be some real shit happening for Gunther to be in peril of him losing because you can't be running through people and you only got the IC belt. 1 plus 1, it has to equal 2. It cannot equal 11.
Well, I mean, they have to elevate that belt, dog. They have to elevate it. So this is a great way of them elevating it because it's been like so trashed for so long, you know. Like motherfuckers was playing hot potato with that shit. Nobody even cared. That fucking title was defended on pre-shows, man. So this is why they're doing this right now. Is they're rehabbing this title. And if you think, and I got an idea of who will probably take that title off of him. I want to say Jay Uso, but I don't know, man, because Jay still got his shit with Jimmy or something like that. I don't fucking know, man, but it's
Jay
somebody gonna
might
take it.
they might have a problem with Randy next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's so many different ways to go about like this Judgment Day. You know, this blowout with Jay being around the guys that he run with the bloodline. Like there's a lot, but that Intercontinental title is back to what it was, bro. Like Gunther has done more than enough, more than we ever thought that he could do to make that Intercontinental title very important, bro. So whoever wins that title next, that's gonna be a huge moment. And I think now you got guys who could really go for it when you have so many people that can go for it. Once they get over the bloodline and Judgment Day and the factions, and that's those situations. There's so many different people, bro. But shout out to Gunther, man. I just love how Gunther is like, bro, this match is over. I don't care what my finisher is. I don't care how I finish this match. Once this match is done, it's time to go home.
Yeah, definitely.
Couldn't have said it.
I
Couldn't have said it
think it's
better.
better than that, really.
Hold on, I
Because
think we. I'm
what?
sorry, AJ. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it could be said any better than that in terms of Gunther. Like it's been elevated. It is elevated up. Um, how he may lose the belt, I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna just keep it. I'm just gonna let the workers work. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna sit over here and throw a bunch of conjecture out there as in like I'm the person that's booking this whole deal. But I see money in a Gunther Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania in Philly. How it happens, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If this and with him having this belt, because I mean I know when it comes down to Brock Lesnar, like a mid card title, like what the fuck? Like, come on, he's not gonna go for that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. So I'm just gonna let it play out like everything else, and that's that. Um, I do want to talk about a few lowlights tonight. Before we get into something else.
Phew.
Um, I again, I don't. Again, these are two women that I like a lot. Like I like Rhea Ripley and I like Zoe Starks a lot. But I have to be for real. That match was a 2 pack of ass for me. For me, you know what I'm saying. For me, it was a 2 pack of ass. But I'm gonna let y'all cook. I'm gonna let y'all rock and talk about it.
Hey man, last big Carter's episode, I had the convo with Gabby and Bundy. I said, "What are we doing? What are we doing? How many hours is Jade putting in? Can she come in at Rumble? Because hey man, Rhea Ripley is just looking like she's doing a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of nothing in the same time. So it just got to be more development, further development in her winnings and like I just
Is
feel like she just living off that Charlotte WrestleMania match because she ain't had nothing that was crazy ever since this year.
well,
Well,
I could tell you right now, it won't be Jay no time soon, bro.
nah, but
It's
let
not
me.
gonna be
Yeah,
Jay.
Jay, you got to tuck that chain in for a while, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
but
honestly don't. expect again, and I don't know if I said this on an episode as of yet, but because I wasn't on the last one, but Jay by and large is probably going to be in NXT for a KO run before she comes up the main roster, and at that you probably, and if she does that, you won't see her till probably night after WrestleMania, to be honest with you. Or
Yeah. Also, Winston, I want to throw out this fact too that a lot of people haven't brought up, and Rhea from WrestleMania Night One, I believe she injured like a part of her back, so they said she was working hurt for about a good 3-4 months, but they didn't want to take the title off her because she could still basically go without having to sit down. So if you notice during that time period, a lot of her matches were borderline squashes. So now that that's over with, I mean, yes, I feel like Zoe Stark and Rhea Ripley style wise didn't match up because you could see in the match Zoe kept on trying to do shit that she probably would thought have got over in NXT, and it just wasn't working with Rhea's more powerful style she works now. I'm not giving them no excuses because the match was ass. I'm just saying that into what you're saying, you look at that, it's like, okay, this is pack ass, but we still have 4 months into Mania.
I,
You still go
I
ahead, AJ.
I'm sorry to cut. I really don't mean to cut you off, Larry, but we have breaking news: Triple H and CM Punk, the finger point,
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
the
it's
finger
it's up
point.
here.
I threw it up
It's up
there,
here.
dog. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
all
Yeah,
right.
it's up there.
Continue.
Oh no. That was it. I was just gonna say we still have 4 months left of runs to WrestleMania. You still have different women on the roster. I think that Rhea could have much better matches with, like Shayna Baszler, for example. And again, I think whoever wins that Royal Rumble this year will be going after Rhea. So you've got a lot of different ways you can get to that, bigger Rhea Ripley moment. But tonight was just a low point. It just didn't work.
she. Oh man, okay, my bad. She just need to wrestle a star, dog. Like you got to put a star right there for her. Like really,
They
like maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe they can start doing that build up for Becky, her and Becky or some shit like that. But she needs to wrestle a star. That's the biggest thing right now. Or yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. Put her in the ring with Becky or somebody. A
Yeah,
new
she
star.
gotta wrestle somebody. Yeah, no, nothing against Zoe Stark or anybody she's wrestled before, but listen, they let you chill with the belt even when you were hurt. They don't do that for a lot of people. And for this showing, if like I was running around, so I didn't really watch. I wasn't too intently watching, but some of it I was watching. I'm just like, it didn't make me want to like stay focused on watching it. So I'm gonna watch it
Mm.
again in the next day or two. I'm gonna watch the rest of the pay per view because I caught bits and pieces and got home just in time for the men's war games. But yeah, that match was just like I don't know. Like she needs they have to give her a feud with somebody who is legit and could make her look a lot better than she's looked the last couple of months. Because then it's gonna be like, well, we let you chill with the belt even when you were hurt, and a lot of people are able to do that. And you know, this is what you showed. So hopefully they turn it around and give her somebody legit who she could wrestle against.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no indictment on Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark is a great wrestler. No indictment on her at all. But she got to
No,
go against, like y'all said, the Beckys, the
yeah.
Biancas, the Baileys, the
I
top
mean,
notch,
even,
the
even
top five, no lower than the top five, the top seven person.
well,
um,
even on her brand, you still have Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So you still have
I
different people.
forgot. I
You can
forgot about
still
Shayna. I
you
forgot
got
about
Shayna
Shayna.
and Nia, so you still got people you can throw in the mix.
All
And
right, so
yeah,
this is how I'm gonna see it's gonna happen. It's
well,
probably her next person is gonna be Shayna. That's gonna be a Royal Rumble match, and they're gonna probably build to her and Becky for WrestleMania.
probably. But probably also land in a tuck because I don't know. I mean, I take Zoe as just this is a test. This is a test, a litmus test for her. So if you may spend just for her to spin around on the block later on down some time, maybe next summer or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying in terms of that.
I don't really
I
a lot.
still I still think that Raquel
Yes, there
is
we go. There
is
we go with
still
it.
out there again for in terms of like is this a WrestleMania thing? No, I mean we need time still to build up Raquel. So um
We
You know,
need
I think that Raquel is, you know, is going to be that one that we're going to get we're going to get a massive banger out of there. Also, like in terms of again, we also have to understand that Elimination Chambers in Australia, in a few months. So in terms of her she's not dropping that belt before then either. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
Right.
if this if this is leading, possibly to her and Becky at WrestleMania, then so be it. I guess like that's just how it's going to happen. Um, Cody just entered the room for the press conference, so I don't know what he's about to say because I'm sure he's about to get asked some questions, some crazy questions. So he actually just pulled out a piece of paper, wouldn't put on glasses. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
but you know he has some libations in the back. You know he
Yeah,
has some libations.
yeah.
keep it
So,
posted. I'll give you guys notes at the end. I'm about to take these headphones off and listen to this shit for y'all. I'll be back.
All
all
right.
right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
But yeah. So yeah, Zoe Starks. Yeah, going to, she's going to, she'll be fine. But in terms of who to punch in next, yeah, like what Ant was saying with Larry, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Let's see where that goes because I don't think Nia hasn't had a match with Rhea yet for the title yet since she's been back, right?
Nah, they've been putting
Okay.
her in like
No.
multi women matches
Multi
and
women
stuff,
matches, like
but
number one contender
they've
shit,
been
shit like that.
they've been saving that moment, and I think that might be the Rumble match. They might throw Shayna in next because if you notice, they've been kind of putting Zoe and Shayna in like a mock like tag team situation. So my guess is that they'll have Shayna go against Rhea, put up I'm not gonna say it's gonna be as good as their NXT match was, but it'll be a decent match. Rhea's gonna go over, and then from there, I think you'll get Zoe and Shayna in the tag division, and then Rhea will go on to Nia Jax probably around Rumble or so.
Right.
Hey
Gotcha.
man, somebody need to go ahead and tell Andrade, man, it's not happening for him.
It's not happening for Rhea.
It's not
We have a
happening for
Hey,
Santos
him.
hey,
Escobar. We don't need Andrade.
hey.
We're
I was
good.
I was
You
telling
see
We're
that
good.
clip, man? You see that clip?
hey real quick, real
It
quick.
is not happening, bro.
I was
He
telling Van we need the Shiggy meme when he goes to see the cat in the grocery store.
Yo, Bundy, I had to mute my mic, dog. I'm over here fucking howling. I just looked up and seen this shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
Bundy, they
Andrade
told
about to be back in groceries.
they told him we got Andrade at home.
man,
Yo,
like that man, like, please save me,
nah,
please save me.
man. But just a quick update, man. Shout out to everybody else who's been joining in the spaces. Amp, I see you. OPMJ was good. All the different people listening right now. Salute to y'all, man. Oh my God.
I do know
Yeah,
that the next with Shayna, Nia, or Raquel. If it's not Raquel, we getting another big back invitational. That shit gonna be fire. Turn that up.
I think it'll be, it's gonna be better than the last they last time they went at it. Was it in London for the for
I want to say it had to be London. It wasn't. I don't think it was. It wasn't in Detroit, but I
right,
think it
right.
was in
No,
London.
that her match wasn't here.
Yeah, I
It
think it
was in
was
London.
in London
I
for
think it was
Money
on
in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. Speaking of Money in the Bank, real quick. Yeah, let's talk about the men's war games before we get back to this fuckery that happened tonight. Um, so as you saw, what I'm saying, in this match, I mean, it was pretty much predictable, right? Like we knew that they was gonna hang on to Randy till the end and everything that mattered. But overall, the men's war games match was really, really good. It was a really good match. I will not say it wasn't better than the Bloodline War Games match last year. For me, it wasn't. But uh,
It was so much more drama in that bloodline match anyway.
yeah, that Bloodline match, War Games match was yeah, bro. You got to spin that one back. If you get any time, like rewatch that one, unless you've watched it already or whatever. But yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, very, very good match. But this one was a lot of fun. Like, seeing the dynamic of Cody and Seth. Is he coming up or not? Is he, everything he's yelling at him and stuff. And then they did the bull rope thing. So, Cody can't stay away from that goddamn bull rope to save his life.
Oh,
That
not in the match his daddy made. Hell
Yeah,
oh
no.
not in
no,
Harlem, not in
I'm gonna
Harlem.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he gonna have a dog collar match with somebody. He tried to get that shit with Brock, and Brock told him like, "You get the fuck out my face with that one." Like,
Yeah, he said, "Fuck out my face with that bullshit, dog. We're not doing that."
Yeah, it's that Cody's dustyisms are far from done. I can guarantee you that right now.
Not Larry, not in Harlem, not in Atlanta,
Not in Atlanta, not in
Atlanta.
Texas, not in
not in North Carolina.
Chicago, not in the Omni Arena, not anywhere, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like it was a really, really fun match. Just seeing everything Judgment Day was doing was really good. Everything that we predicted about JD McDonough, everything we knew would happen to JD McDonough's match happened. So we knew that it was going to be him that was going to be the one that take the Super RKO, and boy did he! That was a hell of a good spot. Um, really, really enjoyed the button mashing, the spam, the finisher spams at the end. That was really, really fire. Um,
hey man, give all the credit to JD McDonough because he took a hell of an RKO off the top of that fucking cage.
yeah, the
Dog.
Super
Like,
RKO was crazy.
And what AJ just saved, dog, like they saved 5 SmackDown finishers for the end of the match, bro. Like they were going crazy at the end.
Yeah, yeah. They were going crazy in that. Randy coming out looking like Dave Batista or looking like he ate Dave was crazy. Um, Uh, However, I really, really like the play that they did with the nice little plan that Damian Priest had to like try to cash in during the War Games match. That was a nice touch. That was pretty fire. Um, but yeah, overall, really good War Games match. It's definitely gonna be a good. It's gonna age well for sure. That's gonna age well, like for years to come. Uh, I kind of hope that next year Survivor Series we kind of shelve the War Games thing just a little bit. Just like let it sit, let it resonate for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Because we did just get like hella bangers back. Like we just got like 4 solid War Games matches within the span of the last 2 years. So I think we kind of just like let it sit for a minute. Um, but okay. So I want the people. I want to hear from the people, man, because we got to talk about what happened at the end of War Games, at the end of this match. I'm pretty sure Seth Rollins wants to say a lot, bro, because boy, oh boy, wow, we got some, we got some, we got some heat, we got some heat off the camera. So I'm gonna toss the open mic out to anybody with a mic. So speak up.
Yeah, it was good, y'all. I was actually one of the first things I was thinking of too when I saw the clip like immediately after the show went off the air, because it kind of, at least the one thing I thought about is it went in line with a lot of what people were reporting on. I know like SRS had the report where Top Town apparently asked about Punk coming back. I'm not saying like what's happened is like it's not a work, it's the real thing, but I thought it kind of went line in line with regards to top talent asking, and I think SRS like specifically what it is, locker room leaders. So Seth comes to mind. I I think we can all kind of deduce that one way or another, like given the story that's already there, that those two will probably find a way to they're probably going to do some program down the line between now and Mania. Like I generally wouldn't be surprised, or maybe even after the fact, because Punk steals like years. But I guess something that like the kind of the at least when I saw that video of him getting held back is you got Graves and Cole like away from the desk. I know the show's over, but you got them over there and they're trying to talk to Seth as well. I mean, like we could be getting work, but I think this may be the one time where, and Seth has always been one to wear his heart on his sleeve, right? So like I would not genuinely be. I don't think it would be crazy to think that in this situation that there might be some form of animosity. I don't really know, but uh, I think Triple H, if he really didn't sell any talent, he's got some work to do to smooth things out. Because if Seth truly didn't know, and a lot of talent that maybe regarded as locker room leaders didn't know, then it's going to cause some friction to begin with. I think they'll do a better job backstage, hashing it out. And I mean this with no disrespect to AEW, but I think just because of the regime that they got there, and they'll probably do a better job of hammering out. And I'm sure Punk is very well aware that he can't get away with that shit here because of the general animosity that a lot of people in that roster have for him. Um, all I know is this is going to be real interesting. I think it'll be real telling on Monday when he's out in that ring doing whatever segment is, who he's going to be interacting with. If it's Seth on night one, then I think Trips probably dealt with the shit if Seth didn't know. But I'm really interested to see what, if any, what type of reporting we get out with regards to talent knowing. Because the fact that they had to clear out that the area before he entered as well, like I'm pretty sure, like I wouldn't be surprised if like Regal and Road Dogg ain't know, and like other high members in production ain't know. Good on Triple H though. I think this is like the first. I think for any naysayers though that may think that like this ain't his company now in terms of running it creatively, he made that boss call, and I hope he'll deal with the repercussions of the hypothetically not people knowing in a good way. But yeah, those are just my 2 cents.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for speaking up too, Nate. Just to also piggyback off of you real quick, I just want to speak to Seth real quick. Because Seth is he's like one of the most ultimate professionals, bro. Like, and he's so that's just how good Seth is. Because they probably could have already had a talk. They probably already cleared the air. They could have cleared the air months ago, maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that also goes into like his acting prowess too. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have just been acting, like you said. It could be a work right now. You know what I'm saying? So um, I wouldn't put nothing to past that. Like I don't see a situation in which they just bring him in to a situation where it's going to be somewhat hostile again, like as as the company that he just left. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I definitely salute that there at the same time. So anybody else, please
Yeah, I
feel.
go. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear
I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for sure. I just came back. Was we talking about the CM Punk shit, right?
you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay, so yeah, just basically, the whole. I'm assuming y'all talking about the Seth Rollins part too. That's why Seth
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Rollins like one of the goats, bro, because he's clearly working, man. That whole time Punk been gone, he been kissing the ring. So anybody that he had beef with in the locker room, all that shit is ironed out. It's good money because like AJ said, Triple H not about to bring Triple H. I mean, CM Punk was in the other company beating motherfuckers up, bro. Triple H is way smarter than that other dude. He not gonna bring Punk into a fucked up work environment. So everything is good. That's why Seth Rollins is one of the goats in this business because he was able to do what he just did at the end, and people are like, man, is this a work or not? And it's the real know it's a work. So Seth probably, I don't know if Seth probably setting up for a WrestleMania or something, but
That's what it looks like. It looks like a WrestleMania, bro. But yeah, continue.
yeah, definitely. I think Punk first feud probably not gonna be Seth Rollins. I think it's like it's probably most likely gonna be Nakamura, cause that's pretty much what Nakamura been building up, like the calling Punk out. So I think the next pay per view is Rumble, right? So we might get Punk versus Nakamura at Rumble probably, or it might get on the show. I don't know, but as far as Punk being back, I really got no other speculation on that. Salute to him, he finally back home, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
Like
right.
like I said, demon home,
Demon
bro.
home.
Demon
Oh,
home.
Demon home.
but
Yeah.
y'all gonna like y'all gonna report on the whole Drew McIntyre shit?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up next, and I was gonna say I think that goes into what you just literally said, man. I think that's more so um Drew working because I feel like in a situation where Drew's in right now, where he hasn't re-signed his contract, and
Well, so they say he hasn't re-signed his contract. I wouldn't think that the communication wouldn't be there. Like me personally, I think the men in the Survivor Series War Games match knew that Punk was coming back, and that might have been it. But I don't think anybody else knew beyond that. So that's why
I don't think they did. I don't think
you
none of the wrestlers knew was coming back tonight.
you really okay. All right, I beg to differ, but tomato
Um,
tomato. But I think that
Cause you gotta think about it. Why do they need to know?
no
He's
no
just
no
gonna make
no.
an entrance.
Okay, all right, you got it. I think they knew,
No, I'm
but
saying they knew he was gonna obviously they know he's gonna sign back, but they probably didn't know he was gonna return at that moment.
well, so again. Well, even if they didn't know he was going to return in that particular moment, my point that I was saying was that I don't think that he just came in blind and put it like this, they knew he was gonna come back. So the whole everybody oh, Seth's flipping out right now. It's going to your point. Like he's clearly working. Like if he didn't know, that situation would have been a whole lot
He
worse
could
than what y'all saw.
I
Like
don't I don't
he
know
been
though.
wrestling
I don't know.
for so long. He could do that shit on the fly.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's not nothing. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't think anybody was like if people were truly blindsided by that, like, come on, man. Like, nah. I think they knew he was coming, and I think that it was like, all right, we're just gonna play it how it goes. Now, could they have done what they did, like what Sean Ross might have been saying, waiting to the very last second so nobody in the back knew? I can believe that, but as far as no one knowing it all, nah, bro. I think people knew. I just think that they kept their shits, quiet. But that's just me.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Them people they knew in the match. They probably knew that he was returning.
mm,
I feel like
mm.
they probably knew he was returning. I think
Oh,
they do.
Yeah, and if that's the case, like big ups to them because especially I think somebody mentioned too, like the Sean Ross report about talent asking as well. Like I feel like in this day and age, obviously for reasons, it's so easy for that stuff to get out, especially if it's coming word of mouth through talent. So yeah, realistically, I imagine at least those involved in that match definitely got informed to some degree. But it probably was probably day of, because if they were informed any time earlier, I find it very hard to believe that that news would have got out. And all it takes is one person to let them know. I think it was pretty much a on notice type deal. Like, okay, he could
He can't
show
hear
up
you, bro. Your
tonight.
mic is you sound muffled and low.
Oh, me?
I can
Me?
hear
I
him.
could
I
I
can hear him
couldn't
now.
hear him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can hear
yeah.
me? Oh,
Nah, you can. We
I'm
can hear
good.
you. Keep
Okay.
going. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I was just saying that I think that they were pretty much on notice. Like, okay, look, it could happen tonight, or it could happen, on a random Monday night in a few weeks. It could happen at Royal Rumble. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Just be aware that he's coming and just be prepared for, I guess, the shock and all. To be prepared to sell. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably maybe like what that was or what that conversation might have been at the time. But to have people completely in the black, nah, man, I don't really see that completely. Like maybe some
mm.
people in production, maybe some people like a few scouts or producers in the back or some shit like that. But talent, nah, bro, I nah, nah,
And I
nah.
think, and to your point, I think that with that whole conversation about Triple H talking to people, I think he was giving them, because they said before, he gave people instructions on how to answer questions at press conferences if they were to bring up
And
Punk or
that was a
something like
dead
that.
giveaway right there. That right
Yeah,
there was a
that
dead
was
giveaway.
the.
Saying that, oh, we actually when he said okay, I'm surprised we didn't get any CM Punk questions. It was just like, bro, he said his name. That motherfucker's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thoughts
You
if
said what was that, Winston?
oh no, I was saying I was gonna come back with Cody's thoughts.
What did
Um,
Cody say?
well, first of all, overall, as far as on Punk, Cody was like, if he can help, then Union Discord, Benavidez just beat Andrade like a Congo drum in 6 rounds. He did not get up off the stool. But back to Coach Rose.
Man, what did Cody
Um,
have to say?
he said that if Punk is, I mean, he said Punk looks motivated. He looks hungry. And the question that was asked was based on he left a company that you started. And Cody was like, me and some friends started it. And he was like, yeah, just some friends started. So he was like, Punk is ready. He's motivated, and a motivated Punk is a good Punk because right now, anything that can add on is a plus, but you have to add on. That's what he said about Punk. About Randy Orton, he was like, Randy Orton is, in terms of current non-old school people or not anybody's father's generation, he's his mentor. He always looked at Randy Orton as a person that he wanted to be, and that's what we got the all shucks Cody tear down my eyes moment. And Cody also, he said, I don't know what to call this era, but there hasn't really been an era where this many quote unquote baby faces or good guys have this much equity in WWE. It's went through the anti-hero era, the attitude era. Now you legit almost have double digits in male superstar baby faces. And then he ended with snapping into a Slim Jim. So that's a Cody Rhodes all report.
Nick Khan is somewhere smiling at the
Oh
Bucks
yeah, yeah.
coming in from that Slim Jim, taking a bite of the Slim Jim.
Well,
Oh, he
ladies,
also gave shout outs to he said big shout out to Triple H and Nick Khan for getting the CM Punk thing done because he didn't believe nobody else would have got it done except for them two. Words of
Word,
all
word.
right. Well, that's our sideline news reporter, Black Murphy Media. Thank you so much, King Murph. We appreciate that contribution. But anybody else who got thoughts on the end of the night with the CM Punk situation?
Yeah. So now that he back, do you participate him in the Rumble, or do you, since we don't have any, there's no more pay-per-views no more. That was the final one of the year, right? For WWE, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's the last one for the year.
Okay, yeah. So do you have him to participate in the Rumble, or do you just have, like what Amp said? Do you just have him have his first match since 2014 at the Rumble against Knox?
I don't see it. I don't see it being bad either way. But personally, because I think this Rumble right now, we're looking at a very loaded Rumble now. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit
Yeah.
is fucking crazy. But um, I will say I will agree on the side of Amp that just give him a match at the Rumble. Just give him a match at the Nakamura. Give him the Nakamura match at the Rumble because Nakamura been the one that's talking the most shit outside of Seth tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because again, grander scheme of things, we see Seth and CM Punk at WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But yeah, a Rumble, nah, because like I said, for me, I see Brock coming back at the Rumble, so right there, big name, and then right there, that also gives you possibly your Brock and Gunther moment. They're face to face for the first time. Like that's the most explosive moment you need in that Rumble. You know what I'm saying? Outside of whoever the fuck wins it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think just giving them a match at the Rumble is the best thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about Brock too. He could come back because he's still under contract, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
He ain't going nowhere. But I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna say I wouldn't even put him in the Rumble, and my reason would be if you already have like a set person that you want to win the Rumble, but the fans have their favorites. It could be a Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns situation where when Punk gets eliminated, the crowd just turns on whoever wins that night. So to avoid all that, I would just put Punk and Nakamura in the like probably open up or be a nice slotted match on the Royal Rumble card. I will say things are different now and then will be in 2024 than it was in 2015. And Roman Reigns was a particular case, but I think to avoid any of that, just have Punk wrestle his match and then naturally go on to whatever he's gonna do. So
And by the way, Punk is signed on for several years, so that was reported that he got a lengthy deal. So
Punk,
it,
Punk, Punk gonna win that belt.
he
He
gonna
gonna
win.
win a belt.
He gonna win
He
something. That's for
he
sure.
gonna win something. He signed that. He signed that long term, like several years. So several years could be 3 to 4. So he definitely winning the belt one of those years. It could be a short reign, but he's definitely winning the belt to me if it's that long.
This may sound crazy. I don't think he's gonna win shit.
Why not?
Shit, he gonna jump out the Logan Paul.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think he gonna get no titles, bro. I think they probably gonna give him. He definitely got a hall of. He got to have a Hall of Fame kicker in that shit or something.
Oh,
In
he's
it.
definitely got a
Oh
Hall of
yeah,
Fame
no,
yeah,
kicker.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
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 absolutely.
No, they ain't.
absolutely.
I
Hell
think we
yeah.
Oh,
all can agree
absolutely.
on that.
Hell yeah,
Like,
he
Yeah, we
is.
go. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was probably one of the talks. They was like, "Yeah, we'll put you in the hall or something like that for sure too."
yeah, he definitely
Let's
getting
let
his like
let's
like leading the Hall of Fame induction. He definitely getting that for sure.
yeah.
So
But
yeah.
let's be
What?
honest. Once we see Punk start wrestling, you'll be like, all
Yeah,
right, that shit gonna bring you back to reality.
All
yeah, yeah.
right.
I mean, I would
Yeah, I
say
get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I
I
will
get it.
say Drew McIntyre is gonna get that belt before Punk does.
I
Drew,
think I think Punk's first feuds are going to be Knock, Drew, and then Seth. Or it could be Knock, Seth, and Drew. Because he could do Drew. He could fight if Drew has the belt by summertime if he does sign. I could see them headlining SummerSlam or like being him and Drew at SummerSlam or something like next year.
I can tell you who it won't be. AJ Styles.
holy fuck! Wait a minute, I just forgot about AJ. Oh
But
my
oh
god.
my god,
AJ's on
Oh
a
my
damn,
god.
yeah, I
AJ's
forgot
on a
about
whole
AJ.
AJ's on a whole nother brand. They're gonna make sure they ain't gonna touch trust. Like
Oh yeah,
unless
yeah.
unless they sit him down and talk to him and say, look, this is what's gonna happen. The AJ Styles and that man are not gonna interact with each other, man. It's not gonna happen. So like I told y'all before on previous mid Carter's episodes, bro, like when that man comes back, it's going to be a Goldberg situation. He's going to have his own little small locker room to the side. He's probably not going to interact with the boys like that. He's going to be in, do his promo, go home, come back when he has to wrestle, go home. That's it. Like he is not.
It's gonna be very much part time. It's gonna be yeah,
Exactly.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
part
how.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I was gonna ask y'all that question too. You think because it's more of like he gonna be, he gonna show up to this Raw, like kind of like a Roman kind of thing, Roman kind of schedule. That's what you think he got?
Uh,
Not this Roman, but like
not
maybe
this Roman, maybe
2020 Roman. Yeah.
or
Something like that.
What
Brockish
they
type
won't do, they
shit.
not gonna like whore him out like they did on AEW. Like, well, you will hear from CM Punk at this certain time, or he's on
Yeah,
commentary, all
yeah,
that shit. Yeah, we ain't
yeah,
seeing all that.
Nah,
yeah.
he'll be around probably through the initial Mania season. And then if they don't have him win anything, he'll probably like fall back until it's like SummerSlam. Like, so he'll be around for the big fours, but then in between that, he'll just be chilling. So honestly, I
Kind of
would
like how
say
they did Edge. You know
I
what
was
I'm
just gonna
saying?
say that bunny like
Yeah,
how they did Edge recently in WWE, not no, but WWE Edge like that's probably his schedule.
And
yeah,
that's and
not
that's
Colt, not Colt.
yeah, and that's what AEW should have did with Punk. I mean, which AEW I don't know what's their big four, like their big four pay-per-views, but that's what they should have did. That's what they should have done.
I don't think it's comparable, right? We talking about WWE versus what, like a 5 year company. Like I get
Yeah,
what you're saying though to
yeah.
keep the mystique, but when you get somebody like in terms of that star fire, like it makes sense why they had him out there every single day.
Yeah, the reason why they had him out there all the time because he was their biggest draw,
Yeah.
and, it
Yeah.
shows in the numbers. You know what I'm saying, and it definitely showed in the numbers since he's been gone. But that's the reason why they put him out there so damn much in AEW. And they only, like you said before, they only been 4 or 5 years in the game, so
Hmm.
it
And
kind of was a detriment to him. But if you want to keep him healthy, keep him fit in a certain way to where he's not overworked, then yeah, we got to slide him to that part-time slot, and you know what I'm saying, keep him for the big fours. And also you got to remember that WWE is doing a lot of overseas shit, uh within the coming like 6 months, bro. Like they going to Australia, they're going to Germany, they going. That's just the stuff we know now. Like we don't know like what they doing even beyond like WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep all of that in line too. And oof. So I wonder. The one thing I do wonder is how the fuck they talk. You know what I'm saying? How was the discussion about Saudi? That's that's
No.
that's something I'm interested in.
Hey, they told that man, look, if Sammy going over there, you going over there. Fuck it. Like,
Right.
listen, you you ain't too big to go over there, bruh. Just shut your ass up. Like,
Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
I
here,
don't know
Matt
if anybody
Riddle.
sees Riddle's
Get the fuck
recent
out of
tweet,
here.
but it's
Man,
like, bro,
get
like,
that weed head
man.
ass
like,
nigga
get
out
the
of here,
fuck out
man.
of here, dog.
Hey
Get
man,
that
big
nigga out of here, bro.
pictures right now. Big shout out to everybody who's pulling up, man. Shout out to all the new listeners. My God,
Yeah, for
I had
sure.
to pick my phone twice to see everybody in here. Salute to y'all.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to all the
There
people
being a
that pulled
gentleman
up.
right there,
Man,
but
get Riddle out of here.
that shit funny. He thought I was hard to deal with. They dealt with Punk before. Like, what the
Yeah,
Hey, hey,
Matthew,
before we
you will
go,
be making an impact in January. So good luck to you, boss. But go ahead, Amp.
man, shout out to Ryback. He got to retire now. Good
No,
riddance,
no.
bitch ass nigga.
Speaking of his bitch ass, he talking about if he was going to AEW, I would have retired. I'm like, yeah, okay, man. I don't even know when the last time he fucking wrestled anyway.
Don't know, don't care.
Don't care.
Don't give a
I thought he was
fuck.
Plus,
already
you're white.
I thought he was already retired.
Don't give a
Like,
fuck.
nah, yeah, I thought the motherfucker retired already. Like nobody booking his bitch ass anyway.
Yeah, I just see he be on YouTube eating double downs and shit. So
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
thought he was about ready.
eating double downs in the car,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
wet.
definitely can't. Yeah, his heart might explode if he
Nah,
hit the ropes.
if y'all want to talk about something funny, talk about what Nelson posted that Kenta said. He said, I wish he created a new finisher. I'm gonna steal his new move as my finisher.
Oh yeah, I see Kenta
Right.
talking. Hey, look,
That's
I
that's
could too.
Kenta gotta let that shit go, bro. He gotta
Kenta
let.
said, Kenta
Get that
says forever,
druggy,
bro.
get that druggy Matthew out of
Kenta
here.
said it's on site.
it should have been.
Man, fuck
It
Kenta.
is. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But yo, okay, what are
I
we
give a
rating
fuck
this
about
PLE?
Kenta.
Jesus, what are we rating this PLE, man?
To end
uh,
the year, hey, to end the year for WWE, man, that was a. I mean, if it was like a season finale, a cliffhanger like that, that's a 10.
Okay. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I think that
Oh shit, we going for my fault, my
no,
fault.
no, no, no,
Fault.
no. You just
Yeah,
good.
you
You
good,
good,
you good.
you good. I think it's a 4 out of 5. I would say the one thing that really held it down was that Rhea Zoe match. I don't think that did them any favors, but I mean, every now and again you're due for one match that's like you skip past. So, but everything
Yeah,
else tonight was really good, though. I really think that going back, we're gonna really look at this Dragon Lee Santos match, and this will be the start of the Santos push that we've been waiting on, and this will be the moment we go back to and say this is where it started. So that the men's war game and the women's war games were both amazing. Even Gunther and Miz was pretty decent. So yeah, I would say 4 out of 5, no less than that.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5 on the Turner Truth scale. Had a
Yes,
lot
sir.
of just off the end alone of all the chaoticness of that shit happening. That's definitely some Turner Truth ass shit right there. Overall, man, like, as far as like the match work, all that shit, everything was good. I'm in agreement with everybody else. Rhea and Zoe Stark kind of drug that shit down, but yeah, other than that, man, it's pretty solid. Fucking PLE.
I'm not gonna lie, like I told y'all, I've been running in and out, so I watched 3 matches, and they were 2 for 3 for me. I mean, everybody's probably gonna say the Rhea Zoe one wasn't the best showing. I'm definitely gonna watch Santos and Dragon Lee and Gunther and Miz tomorrow, or the next day after to see how what would be my match of the night. But for me, I love both War Games matches. Those were incredible. So yeah, I'll probably have a 4 out of 5. The Zoe Rhea match will probably be the only match I didn't really care for. I'm really looking forward to watching the Santos and Dragon Lee match for sure.
Before the next person goes, got a couple people that have been making some requests. So I'm about to start taking a couple speakers off so we can let everybody get their final thoughts off before we close the spaces down. So, um, Amp, what did you think before I get to these next speakers?
I'm gonna be honest. I only really seen the main event for real because I was watching my Seminoles spank the Gators. So I only seen the main event. But if I had to do it off the main event, I get a main event of 5 out of 5.
Larry, take a
Damn.
deep
So
breath.
Larry,
Deep
yeah,
breath, Larry.
Larry's a
Deep
Florida.
breath, Larry.
Larry's a Florida fan. So that's why he's going
Hold on,
crazy
hold
about that. Um,
oh, my bad. Hold on,
Hey,
hold on. You a Gators fan from Memphis?
bro, don't start this shit, bro. All right,
Oh man,
bro.
I'm a vibe.
Yeah, you do that. You do
You
that.
got it. You
You
got
you
it. You
you
got
do
it,
that.
big dog.
You do that. And no
You
no no
lucky
no.
we in front of company right now.
You right.
I'm gonna
You
let you
right.
get it.
You
You
right.
got it.
I love you too. Now, anybody
All
else
right.
want to speak up? Anybody else got any thoughts? I see we got KP in the building. Stan, what's good? Tim, what's good? Nico, DMV, Leslie, man, good lord. Shout out to all y'all here listening, man. But yeah, anybody else got any
we had a
thoughts
few
on
more.
this?
We had a few more here that dropped off, but yeah, shout out to them too.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, 4 out of 5. I can't think of any lower number than that. Like I said, you take that Rhea match away, and your worst match is Gunther Miz, and that was
That's
decent
saying
as
a lot.
hell. And that's saying a lot. So yeah.
Larry, if you want to get other people on to kick me, you can boot me off. I'm about to be out anyway, so I'll let
No,
them boys.
they dipped off. They heard Amp
Oh,
talking about Florida State and they left. So it
damn.
is what it is.
Um, yeah, yeah, but to for me, I'll take the last spot. It was about, yeah. I think I'm in the same boat, like 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? If I could do a decimal, 4.2 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the low light was Rhea and Zoe, but I'm not saying that to shit on them. I'm just saying that the chemistry just wasn't there yet. You know what I'm saying? It can grow. So shout out to them. They got something there. Um, but yeah, overall solid pay per view or PLE. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna probably pull something from this PLE, and it's probably gonna make my year end list that we gonna we'll put out like at the end of December or whatever. So that says a lot right there alone. And like Larry was saying, like maybe if it at best, at the worst match was decent. So that's my take on that altogether. But really good PLE. I mean, we pretty much got all time moments from this PLE, so that's gonna stick. That's gonna stand the test of time later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? As long as everything stays intact. But TKO is gonna take care of this shit for sure. So um, it is what it is on that. If there wasn't any other words, I'm not sure if Larry, you had anything, or Ant.
Really, I just want to thank everybody for pulling up, man. This was like our most successful spaces that we have done so far.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah,
getting
they keep
better.
getting better, and I really appreciate everybody taking the time out to tune in. And what I'm saying, just listen to us ramble on about what happened tonight and all that shit. But nah, great pay per view, great spaces, man. I hope everybody enjoyed this shit for real.
Yeah, and
Nah, absolutely. I was just gonna say real quick, AJ.
oh yeah,
Oh, oh shit, Amp, go ahead. Go ahead.
well, Ant was saying something.
No, I wasn't that. I was on mute.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I thought Amp said something. My bad. But yeah,
That was
nah.
Seminoles. I said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you too. I said that. Now, yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate you having us up here. Just simple shameless plug, man. I know Show Your Work is on Thursdays at 9 on YouTube, but this is Mid Cars and Catering. If y'all like this, if this is y'all first time ever hearing something like this, episodes are live on all your DSPs on Mondays. On Fridays, if you have signed up to the Patreon, you get Turner Truthers. Shout out to Winston and Aunt P who are in
Yes,
here.
sir.
Classic content there. Mid Cars and Catering YouTube is growing. Got some great clips up there. Got some, great episodes. You guys did a great one recently. The Eric Bischoff episode is still out there. That's the real Eric Bischoff, like not just the title. But yeah, man, thanks for everybody coming out, man. It was always great to see y'all come out for this. I mean, y'all was lit tonight. So yeah, man, appreciate that.
It was a pretty off the chain night for real. Again, I appreciate everybody that came through with their takes and everything and their comment. If you don't follow the page yet, if you don't follow Mid Carters and Catering yet, definitely hit the follow on here. Like Larry was saying, we out. We drop every Monday. This Spaces right here, yes, it is being recorded and it will be put out on public too. So definitely be on the lookout there in case anybody might have missed it, or they want to, go back and listen to it or whatever. Like, it'll be out on public. Again, Turner Truthers Volume 6 just dropped on the Patreon. So I think it was Slamboree 2000. Yes, that is the David Arquette pay-per-view. So do with take with that as you will. You feel me? Like, that's all I can say.
Good Lord.
God bless. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, that's out. Again, like I said, the Spaces be out, and episode 55 is going to be,
Hey, I don't got Will Ospreay, man. Fuck that.
You say what? I'm sorry. Wait, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Somebody being a dickhead.
He said something about
Osprey.
Will
Ocean Spray. Oh, okay.
Ocean Spray.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. But
anywho, on some more important,
like I was saying,
big money things.
Episode 55 will be out later next week, and we will be covering everything, like from Survivor Series and what's happening this week, since so much is going on. And before I do log off, I'm just going to say 3 names real quick: Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and CM Punk. Tony Khan.
Still in the projects, nigga.
Oh God!
You're gonna be there for the rest of your motherfucking life. Demon Home, pussy. We out.
You nigga gonna never make it out the hood, nigga.
Thank you for listening to Mid Carters and Catering, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling. Mid Carters and Catering is produced by Amir Johnson. Written, researched, and hosted by Amir Johnson and Anthony Page. Original score by Justin Motizzi Ward and Aaron A. Train Fuller. Mid Carters and Catering podcast is powered by the